When I went through the dissolution of the egoic mind and became one with the universal mind and experienced the totality of being, it was such an ecstatic, wonderful experience that there was no way I could keep it to myself. I had to share it. Also, I thought how wonderful it would be to have companions who were in that state too. To know what it's like to be out of duality.
It's been such a blessing to be in a life partnership with Leslie for the past 30 years. Leslie's no longer teaching, but she has left us with a legacy of many books and audios and courses that she started offering shortly after her awakening in the 1980s. So now I'm delighted to be able to share her work with you and my work as well.
The God-direct connection is just what it says. You not needing a go-between, but being directly plugged into existence, directly plugged into the flow that comes from Source, the flow of creative intelligence that comes directly from Source. You knowing who you are, really, knowing yourself as a divine being, knowing yourself as light, knowing yourself as eternality and immortality, you being that, you being awake, you being self-realized.
The CoreLight teachings are based in ancient spiritual wisdom and modern spiritual psychology. So Leslie's and my work has been to take these ancient teachings and to revamp them and present them in a new way for our modern times. We're living in a time when our evolution in consciousness is accelerating like crazy. The world is changing so fast that it can feel hard to cope. And the more we wake up to who we truly are, which is love, the better life becomes and the easier it is to be in the world.
People have many different approaches towards the teacher. And I like to think of myself more as a spiritual mentor in terms of our personal relationship. I am there as a guide. I stand beside you. I don't wish to be given a superior position. Just because I've awakened and find myself as a channel for divine information to help others awaken does not make me better or unequal to you. All the forms of creation that we find ourselves sharing this world with are equal. I don't feel that humans are better than animals, for instance, and I don't feel that race, religion, or creed makes any difference at all. And so I'm there to help you discover more about yourself, your real self. I'm much more interested in having everybody become directly connected into the divine and experiencing their own form of enlightenment. I don't want everybody to model themselves on me. Each one of us is unique, and we must live that way. We must know who we are in that unique way. I'm not looking for a group of followers. I want people to come into their own empowered spiritual state. And I think that's what any teacher wants, really.
Our promise to you is that when you take our courses, you will take steps towards discovering that your worldly life and your spiritual life are not separate. They're one and the same thing. Many people find that these spiritual principles and tools become the foundation for a new way of living, a new way of thinking and acting and being in the world. It's a new consciousness that you take with you and that you live throughout the day, every day. You learn to develop a deeper sense of inner peace and balance and a capacity to love that affects everyone around you and your world in ways that you can't imagine.
I don't train people to withdraw to the monastery. This whole program, as Spirit has directed me to use it, is because lots of people who live and work in the world are going to need to wake up or choose to. And not everyone can go to the monastery. Those days are over. So it's really about the monastery being the world around us. This is the classroom.
And with all of CoreLight's courses, you discover that the greatest gift that you can give the world is your own awakened consciousness, because we change the world through changing ourselves. Your awakening and your love have never been more needed in the world than they are right now.